What up, Ghana? We are live on Stormcitygh TV, and the show is the way they talk. It's another Saturday. Today we are going to talk about Blacko. We are going to talk about Shatta, SM movement. There's a whole lot happening in the entertainment world, and then so many things going on. So we are going to talk about them, the album launch of Blacko, and the upcoming one of Shatta Wale. We'll be right back. Welcome from the break. As we said, this is showbiz the way they talk. I'm here with my man James Milner. You know, he's one of our best pundits if it comes to the entertainment world. So welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. What's up?
Cool. I hope everything is fine.
Everything is Blacko.
Yeah, I think I would say you are a prophet when it comes to the entertainment world, because what you said when Black Sherif had a nomination, outcome of it is just similar to all that you said. So I would say thumbs up for that. Today we are here again to talk about his album that he has just launched, the songs. What do you think about the song? And to be honest, I listened to the whole album and I think the guy has a lot to offer to this country. So I think, to me, I want to ask you, what is your take on his new album?
I would like to say my take is simple. We have a new Bob Marley. Like, for real. Nothing is stopping Blacko now, and nobody can stop him except God. Because when I listen to, let's say, the album, the tracks, they are not just tracks, like, let me say, the story of his life, the visions, the prophecies, the words, the impact he's putting out there is very massive. And I would like to say, thumbs up to Blacko. You understand? Okay,
thumbs up to Blacko. That is from my pundit, James Milner. James, if you look at Blacko, if you want to say something, just a word to describe Blacko, how are you going to describe it? Just a word.
The 21st century Bob Marley, for short.
Okay, so Blacko is a 21st century Bob Marley, and this is coming from James Milner. But I can tell you that I read comments from brother. So Sonny Bedu described Blacko as the best hip hop artist in Ghana at the moment. What do you think of that comment? What do you also think about it? Let me put it again. Do you also believe that Blacko is the best hip hop at the moment in Ghana?
You know, I just smart. You know, I confess to you that I see Blacko at the 21st century Bob Marley, and you still asking me this. No doubt, not just even in Ghana. I can say in West Africa for now. Big shout out to all the hip hop artists. No disrespect. I'm not underrating anybody, but when somebody deserves the cap or the hat, he's supposed to put it on his head. So Blacko is on top now. Nothing is stopping him. Okay,
Blacko is on top now. Nothing is stopping him. Okay, let's come back to his album. What song is your favorite song on his album?
If it was football, you can ask me. I'll tell you, okay, Real Madrid is my favorite. If it was a player, I can tell you Ronaldo is my favorite. But with Blacko's album, I can say everything on it. When you listen to this one, you think, oh, this one is eye-catching. You listen to the next one, it speaks to your soul. The next one speaks to this side. So let me say, I can't choose my favorite. I'll just say the whole album, it's my favorite.
Okay, so James says the whole album is his favorite. Every single track on that album is his favorite. So I bet you to also go on AudioMark or go on all platforms that you can get his track, his album, and just listen to this guy. This guy is fully loaded with talent. I bet you. And were you surprised when you heard, James, were you surprised when you heard that the Soldier song is #1 trending song on AudioMark? Were you surprised?
I'm not surprised, and even to the extent of Blacko's album dethroning Stoneboy, is it on YouTube? I saw this. This one was cross-checking. It was like the views is getting, like the streams and other stuff. Charlie, Blacko. The last time I told you guys that Blacko is something big, something huge. If you underrate him, you take you by surprise. when he started, people said that he was being like childish. He was acting like Akwalabis. What kind of act was he bringing? But now you can see what he's portraying. He's doing so much that, to me, if I'll not be surprised, even if he should be the artist of the year, I won't be surprised.
Oh, okay. So James Milner says he will not even be surprised.
I want to say something. If you think you can bet me on that, again, I've won with your talk. I won, so I'm betting you. If you think you have the energy to come and bet me on this, mark it somewhere. Black will win the artist of the year in Ghana here, and even if you should go to Africa somewhere, bet it, he's going to win that.
Okay, so James Milner still believes that Blacko is going to win artist of the year, and let's see. The future is untold, but I bet all of you gonna go out there, just look for this guy's album and listen to him. Just support this guy, push him, and let us make him the Burna Boys that Nigeria is boasting of, the Wizkids, the Davidos, the Shatta Wales. These guys equal to their height. So Ghana, let's just go give this guy the support. Okay, James, let's come back to the same Blacko. I heard comments from guys that his branding, as in outfit, his dressing, people are talking about it. What about that to you? What do you see about his outfit?
You see, in a way or two, I like fashion. You understand? And when I go out to put on something, I want to wear something that somebody can easily identify me by saying, oh, this guy who normally puts on this guy who normally puts on that. You see, we have a tag for Kwame Eugene. No disrespect. When we are going to say Kwame, Akwano Nima Tadeshe. Viewers, Kwame Eugene, wherever you are, big shout out to you. I'm one of your biggest fan. But I want to. This is what people say. Akwano Nima Tadeshe. You understand? Then you get. So when he starts that way, you shouldn't be surprised to see him. It's his own brand. We have people who can put on. When Michael Jackson was alive, you saw how he used to dress.
Yeah.
It was very easy for you to identify him.
Okay.
He puts on awkward things that people won't imagine. But still, after the whole thing, you see that no, this, and you see it and you think maybe a 15 CD. Call counters is here, and no quite great to come by Bama on Charlie. But that's his branding, so no disrespect. Whatever he wears and whatever he puts on, you should bear in mind that he has people who style him, because his brand is very big. He's the only, I can say boldly say, he's the only artist on a record label.
Yeah.
Not just a studio record label, I mean a record label.
Yeah.
Only a few understand when I say record label. You understand? So when he puts on anything, no disrespect. You should rather try to create your own stuff. And to the upcoming ones, don't go and buy Nike because you think the artists are putting on Nike. If you can put on slippers, Charlie Worth, and it will get you your brand. Do it. You see how Blacko is styling himself. So start the way which will let them identify you. Don't go and take somebody's style.
Okay. So that is James Milner for you. He says that is his brand, and Blacko is not a small act now. He's keeping a brand. So I bet you viewers, don't just see him to be a Kora like he just wear anything. No, it is a brand he's keeping. So you can go back to all his videos, check all his videos, and you realize that the guy is just having a particular style of dressing. So we shouldn't tag the guys. He's just dressing anyhow. No, he's keeping a brand. Like my guest said, he is the only Ghanaian artist that is being signed on a record label. And I
want to say something. If you are doubting what I'm telling you right now, go and watch Shatta Wale's recent interview he had. You know Wale, when it's white, he will say it's white.
Yeah.
He boldly said it. Black Sherif is the only artist who has what? A record label. And when they talk about record label, it's not about you going into the studio. We'll talk about that some other time. But I just want to make it clear. The only artist with a record label in GH.
Yeah.
Blacko.
Yeah.
The boy from Konongo. So when you are coming from Mamprobi, don't give up. You are in Accra.
Sure. So that is my guess for you. Viewers, this is still showbiz the way it did with the Tokam. We are going on break and we'll be back and give you more.
Big up to my DJ, the body DJ Kobe Rich. Big up to yourself right now to 10 p.m. when they do Kobe. Anyone back to us?
Yeah, welcome back from the break. This is Showbiz the way they with talk. I'm on Stormcitygh TV. James, welcome back from the break. I want to ask you this question. What is it about October that all the big artists in Ghana want to release their songs in October? Is it because of the Christmas festivity about to come, or what? What do you think is so special about October?
You see, October is number 10, and when we talk about football itself, number 10 is a special jersey. Ofun share 10. Ofun share 10. Ghana captain, the jersey number 10. Okay. So 10 is a special number, and when you talk about the 10th month, a king is born in the 10th month. Who is who? One dawn. So everybody wants to. Obi happen so do Wale grow anymore. I tell Wale month. It's we are one crowd you understand? Okay. And it's getting to Christmas. So from now, any song you release now, we're going to use it as our Christmas jam. So when you are releasing your album now, it's a plus for you. And in the 10th month too, it's a special month.
Okay, so James says in the 10th month is a special month, and a king is born in the 10th month, which is King Wale, the one dawn. So let's come back to this one dawn. One dawn is also going to release an album in this same October. What is your expectation about this album from One Dawn?
The GOG album, you understand? Yeah. And you know, One Dawn has never disappointed, you understand? Ever since we had One Dawn and Stone, our boy. Yeah, big shout out to Stone wherever you are. You see, these guys have given us good music for, let's say, can I say a decade? Yeah. They have done it. It's like it has been like Messi, Ronaldo. Mama, we now we are. And One Dawn for me, it's one of the arts I have in heart, because you ask me why. He's very influential. He does things people think they can't do. Although sometimes he overreacts, he overtalks, but when you take time and you listen to whatever he's saying, you got to pick something from out of it. You understand? So to me, this album, he has worked on the album, not now, like for a while now. You can see a lot of features on this album, a lot of work into this album, a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of money, resources, travels here and there just because of this album. So I know this album, I've stolen to heard some of the tunes on it. It's mad. But I can't wait for the main release so that I can hear everything, you understand? Because you know Wale won't disappoint. And in this same month too, a lot of our favorite artists will be releasing. But with me, Blacko and One Dawn all the way for now. Although One Dawn hasn't released his, but still I know after all the releases, we're still going to hold Blacko and One Dawn one-on-one.
Oh, okay, so my guest still believes that even though there are more yet to be released albums, he still believes One Dawn and Blacko's album will be the greatest this year. So do you also believe that, viewers? If you also believe that, you can send your comments and we'll read it for you. James, I want to ask you this question again. If we ask you to pick your top 5 artists in Ghana at the moment, who will that be? Your top 5 artists at the moment.
If you say at the moment, fine. But with me, any day, anytime, you know the 3S will be inside.
Yep.
But I know I'm a Tema boy and I like her to be so much that no matter what, even when they say I should pick one, I will still go for R2B. So on my list, I'll go for R2B's number 1.
Good.
Number 2, I'll go for One Dawn.
Okay.
Number 3, I'll go for Blacko. 4, 5, Aboy.
Okay.
And the last one will be Obede for sure.
Okay. So, viewers, my guest thinks that for now, his best 5 is R2B's, Blacko, One Don, One God, and then King Sack. Do you also believe that? Share your thoughts with us, and we'll let the whole world know of it. This is showbiz the way they we go talk them. You know, as it is, we say things the way it's supposed to be said. This recent global citizen concert that was held recently in Ghana, that we had artists, big artists all over the world coming to perform. We have Asha coming in, we have Stormcitygh coming in. There was an incident at that event that the youths were booing the president. What is your take on that act?
See, let's say the booing. I saw the video. I had a close watch of the video, and I was like, wow, the first gentleman of the land. To me, wasn't booed. It was giving fans. Because VIP said, if your girlfriend know they do you well, away. So I heard the away part. I heard the whole. They were giving him fans. Like, but it's very, like, to me, it was sad to see our own gentleman, our first gentleman of the land, being booed.
Okay.
But when it gets to your neck, you have to vomit it out. So I think the youth, it has gotten to our neck, so we have to vomit it out.
Okay, so my guest believes that the president was not booed, but he was given a standing ovation with applause. So not necessarily being booed. Do you also believe that? Okay, let's look at the general organization of this Global Citizen Festival. What is your take on the total organization? How the branding, the publicity, the attendance of people? What is your take on the general overview of the whole Global Citizen Festival?
Let me say, it was very nice. You can't discard somebody's efforts. It was a great show.
Okay.
But only one thing was missing.
Yes. Okay. This one thing, let me come back before you land. I know, did you also have the feeling that it got to a particular point where you see that Shatta Wale was missing?
Yeah, we needed, see, all the artists there gave us energy. But we needed somebody who had the supercharger energy. You understand? A person who could take the stage for 3 hours with non-stop what? Music, jam. And you know, when we talk about One Don, if One Don is anywhere, the fans are there. It was a nice turnout though. But if One Don was to be there, I think they would have even had security issues. It will get to a time that they would have said, okay, we have to close this place because people will even stand outside just to hear. But it was a nice, in a general roundup, it was very nice. It was very good. And I'm happy for the organizers, and I'm happy for every artist who performed on it. Just that I thought maybe One Don had a prophecy and it came true. I know the SM fans will be happy when I say this. They say, they go ride on horse, we go ride on tortoise.
Yeah.
And so unfortunately, one guard came on stage with a horse. And the next minute, we saw people tweeting that Wale said this and it came to pass. You see, that's what I've told you. These two artists are very relevant to our industry. Without them, you won't get the vibe. You understand?
Okay. So viewers, this is still showbiz the way they talk on Stormcitygh TV. And my guest James says that he also believes Shatta Wale was missing and that we needed this guy. And my question to the stakeholders of our industry, our showbiz industry, that can't we make it a priority that any show that will be organized in Ghana, that has to be like international show, we should have our 5 main artists that will always have to be on the bill? Can't it be possible? Because let's say if you go to Nigeria, you cannot do a show without Burna Boy. You cannot do a show without Wizkid. You cannot do a show without Davido. All these guys have been branded in a way that you cannot come to Nigeria without putting these guys on the bill. Can't we do it in Ghana? That is my question for the stakeholders of the industry. Can't we make it a must that any show in Ghana, we should have these 5 big artists? We should have Stoneboy, we should have Sarkodie, we should have Shatta Wale, we should have Samini, And we should have at least one of the old folks or one of the new guys coming. Let's say Blacko that is climbing up. We should give these guys the platform that every given opportunity that we have big shows in Ghana, there should be these artists performing. James, what do you think of this too?
It's a nice idea, but when we talk about these artists don't take chicken change. And when you are organizing a show and you want to put these arts you just mentioned on the show, you have to pay not just dollars but millions of dollars, you understand? Because these artists are not just artists that when you give them a 3K, 5K, 10K, 20K, they're going to accept it, you understand? And they have conditions. So before you can get this, unless the stakeholders get to understanding, get to an agreement, but you should understand that the fingers are not equal. Somebody may agree to it, the other may disagree, you understand? Because the brands they have are big brands, and these brands, before they move out, it take a lot of cost. There are costumes, they are moving, people they want to move it, what it takes in, what it takes out. So it's a nice idea, but with a matter of time we'll get there.
Yes, with a matter of time we'll get there. But my question is, if you go to Nigeria, I believe there are concerts that are made and then the government takes certain artists that they have to pay for these artists to be on the bill, because they are those who project the country. If you have to leave the organizers to choose artists, they are businessmen. They also choose artists that can bring them. They are not going to lose. They are not going to pay more. So they choose artists that, excuse me to say, their money can afford. But I also think that the industry players can do this. Let government put these 5 artists
let me
always.
come in here. When you are talking about industry, do we have an industry?
Yeah, that's another question for another day. I think we'll have a whole segment to ask this question if we really have an industry. But for now, let us ask this question: that what is so different about Ghana? What is so different about Nigeria that theirs is working and ours is not working? So viewers, this is Showbiz the way it did with the talk on Stormcitygh TV. I believe whatever we are saying, I think you are vibing with it. You are in line with whatever we are saying, and whatever your thoughts is, you can share us with your thoughts on Facebook, or Twitter. It is YouTube. You can send your comments coming, and then we'll reply you. We'll keep updating you on whatever is happening. So you can go on YouTube, search for Stormcitygh TV, like our page, and share the links for us. Okay, back to business. James Milner, if we say you should organize a show for yourself and bring one big act, who would that be? Personally,
let's say if it's my birthday and you ask me to bring an artist, no 2 ways. I'm going for Mugis of R2Bs. No 2 ways.
Good. So James Milner says he is going to bring R2Bs. If it is you, viewers out there, if it is also you who has the opportunity to organize the show, which artist will it be? Share your thoughts with us, and then we'll read it to the whole world. This is Showbiz the way it did with the talk. We are going on a break, and we'll be right back.
But I bet you go to Kobe into your wedding sang me home. But I could don't pen to me and Uncle Bocamamo. She have one uncle from Tower to could I see a dog. And I think I was asked to watch it in the word, my time is heavy having top. Tapin Tape, Coping Hajamule. What to shoot who I meet told let's go fit and put your name Jimmy Pale. I had the young for hot walk apart. Yes, I was Camilasu. When now who to run in June July, my boy, hey, he beside you. Metin says some pentem cast them to the music of Yaba. Wajab Wakoya, Paddy, but you don't mean one some quasi prat. I quite out with the grass and Kunya Kondia Yamuya grass. Now so my queso, Kideku, framing a framing and answer man. Benze, 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 Ope Quanyako, Ope Quanyako, Ope Quanyako.
Okay, welcome back from the break. This is Showbiz the way it did with the talk on Stormcitygh TV. James, what is your last take for today? What do you have for your viewers, our viewers out there?
I only want to tell our viewers that they should keep supporting. They should keep supporting our the brand, like Stormcitygh TV, our artists, and the upcoming ones. Everybody doing music. It's not easy to put out something that somebody will listen and will touch his or her soul. So please, let's keep pushing. And I'd like to say thank you to everybody who has been around me, my management team, Stormcitygh, pumping. When I say pumping, a lot of you understand, but the crew understand when I say pumping. They know who I'm talking about, I understand. Everybody around me, my beautiful sister, my girlfriend, everybody. Thank you for pushing me to this length, you understand. Without you guys, I couldn't have been here. Thank you.
Okay, so viewers, this is Showbiz the way they with the talk. Big shout out to all of you out there. You are making this show being possible, especially to my boss, Mark Excel. I salute you wherever you are. I wish you great days ahead. And then Mr. Robert, our #1 director, I give you thumbs up. And our boss himself, Stormcitygh himself, I give you big salute. So viewers, join us next week on this same platform, Stormcitygh TV, and we'll give you the best in the entertainment world. Thank you.
That's